डियर स्टूडेंट, स्वागत है आपका आपके अपने यूट्यूब चैनल SRGCHOD इलेक्ट्रिकल पर। एक बार फिर से मैं रोहिताज सिंह, हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग, एक नए लेक्चर के साथ। जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं कि इन प्रीवियस लेक्चर वी हैव कवर्ड द मल्टीपल पल्स विड्थ मॉड्यूलेशन टेक्निक। नाउ in this lecture we will discuss the third technique that is used, that is sinusoidal pulse width modulation technique. Okay, so here we have two signals same as that of multiple pulse width modulation and single pulse width modulation. We have a triangular wave, that is the carrier signal. It is called as carrier signal, and second is a sinusoidal signal. This is a sinusoidal signal, and this is called as a reference signal. This signal is called as reference signal. Okay, so this is the complete waveform of the output voltage VAB, pole voltage VA0, and pole voltage VB0. So first let's discuss the circuit diagram. So here we have drawn the circuit diagram with the help of two bidirectional switches. You can see here we have taken the IGBTs, that is T1, T2, T3 and T4, and you can also mention with S1, S2, S3 or S4, and these D1, D2, D3 and D4 are the anti-parallel diode connected to make it bidirectional switch. Okay, so see here, this is Vs upon 2, that is the half of supply voltage, and this is Vs upon 2, half of the supply voltage, and this point O is grounded. Okay, now you can see here that there are two terminals, that is terminal A and terminal B, and these are the load terminals, means across terminal A and B we have to obtain the voltage, and that is called as output voltage. So here we will discuss three types of voltage. First is, that is VAO, means VAO is the voltage between terminal A and ground point. It is called as the pole voltage. Okay, second voltage is VBO, that is the voltage between point B and ground voltage O. This is also called as pole voltage. So here we have two pole voltage, that is VAO and VBO, and the voltage across the load, that is the voltage between point A and B, will be equal to, that is VA0 minus VO0. Okay, so this voltage is called as the output voltage. Okay, so here we have the carrier signal as the triangular wave, and the reference signal is a sinusoidal wave. Okay, so in that case we have to discuss the control scheme. Means in single pulse width modulation and multiple pulse width modulation we have compared two signals, that is reference signal and carrier signal, with the help of comparator, and comparator output depends upon the condition that which switch will conduct. So in that case we have considered that if the reference signal is less than carrier signal, or we can say if the carrier signal is greater than reference signal, then T1 and T2 conducts, and if the negative amplitude of the carrier signal is greater than the negative amplitude of reference signal, then the switch T3 and T4 conducts. So here the control scheme will be opposite to that of. Okay, so we will discuss here the control scheme. This is the control scheme, or this is also called as the control method, means in which manner we are controlling the switches of these four switches. Okay, so here we have, this is the carrier wave, like that. It is the triangular carrier wave having amplitude, suppose this is Vc, the amplitude of this carrier wave is Vc, and second wave we have, it is sinusoidal wave, like that, and the amplitude of this sinusoidal wave is Vc. Sorry, this is Vr. Now these two waves are passed through a comparator. Okay, it is a comparator here. This is comparator, and the output of comparator will depend some conditions. Okay, so the first condition is that this is first condition, this is second condition. Okay, so if VC, the positive magnitude of carrier signal is less than VR. Okay, in that case, the thyristor or switches T1 and T2 conducts. It conducts. ठीक है. और second condition, when minus VC is less than minus VR, means जब negative amplitude of the carrier signal क्या होगा, आपका रेफरेंस सिग्नल के नेगेटिव एम्पलीट्यूड से कम होगा, उस कंडीशन में आपका ट्रिगर करेगा T3 एंड T4 कंडक्ट्स. ठीक है. तो आप देख सकते हो कि these conditions are just opposite to that of single pulse width modulation technique and multiple pulse width modulation technique. In that case, आपका जो VC था that is greater than VR, but here we have designing a control scheme such that the amplitude of carrier signal is less than reference signal. In that case, the switches T1 and T2 will conduct. Okay. And second condition is that when the negative amplitude of the carrier signal is less than negative amplitude of reference signal, in that case T3 and T4 conducts. Okay. So we will draw the equivalent circuit. This is the control scheme. So you can see here we will draw equivalent circuit when T1 and T2 conducts and when T3 and T4 conducts. Okay. So see here, number one, when T1 and T2 conducts. See here, when T1 and T2 conduct, so T3 and T4 remains off. So equivalent circuit will look like that. This is plus minus Vs upon 2. This is the reference point which is grounded, that is point O, and this is again, this is plus minus Vs upon 2, like that. So the switch T1 is closed like that and T4 is open circuited like that, and T3 is open circuited in that case when T1 and T2 conducts, and T2 is short circuited like that. This is T1, this is T3, this is T2, and this is T4. This point is A and this point is B, and voltage across this point is, this is VA. You can see here. Okay. So now we have to calculate what is the value of pole voltage. Okay. So let's rub this circuit diagram. There is no more need for this circuit diagram. Okay. We can draw the next equivalent circuit. See here. तो आप लोग देख सकते हैं कि अगर मैं पोल वोल्टेज की बात करता हूं तो पोल voltages see here, that is VA0. So you can see here that terminal A is connected to positive terminal. Terminal A is connected to positive terminal of supply, and O is connected to negative terminal. That's why VAO will be Vs upon 2. That is positive value we will get, and VVO will be equal to how much? देखिएगा यहाँ पर V is connected to negative supply terminal and O is connected to positive supply terminal, so it will be minus Vs upon 2. ठीक है. और अगर मैं आउटपुट वोल्टेज की बात करता हूँ, so आउटपुट वोल्टेज VAB is equal to, this is VAO minus VBO, so it will be Vs upon 2 minus of minus Vs upon 2, so it will be equal to plus Vs. ठीक है. तो जब स्विच आपके T1 और T2 स्विच ट्रिगर करते हैं, जब T1 और T2 स्विच आपके कंडक्ट करेंगे, उस समय आपका जो पोल वोल्टेज होगा, A पोल का जो वोल्टेज होगा वो प्लस Vs अपॉन 2 होगा, और B पोल का जो वोल्टेज होगा वो माइनस Vs अपॉन 2 होगा. बट जो आउटपुट वोल्टेज होगा दैट इज इक्वल टू डबल ऑफ द पोल वोल्टेज, दैट इज इक्वल टू Vs. ठीक है. उसके बाद देखते हैं नंबर 2. This is number 2. When switches T3 and T4 conducts. Okay. जब T3 और T4 कंडक्ट करेंगे तो इक्विवेलेंट सर्किट विल बी लुक लाइक, दिस इज प्लस माइनस Vs अपॉन 2, दिस इज ग्राउंड टर्मिनल लाइक दैट, दिस इज O, this is plus minus Vs upon 2. Okay, and T1 will be open circuited and this is T4. T4 will be short circuited. T3 will be short circuited like that. This is T3 and T2 will be open circuited. So this is equivalent circuit. This is terminal A and this is terminal B, and this is plus minus output voltage VAB. You can see here. Okay, so this is T1, this is T3, this is T2, and this is T4. So see here, the pole voltage will be equal to, I can write here, that is VA0. VA0 is equal to how much? Now A is connected to the negative terminal and O is connected to positive terminal, because we have to take the voltage between A and O. So this voltage will be minus Vs upon 2. Now see here that B terminal is connected to negative terminal. Sorry, B terminal is connected to positive terminal and O is connected to negative terminal. Here, this is the path B. This is the closed path. This is open. So we don't take this path. We will take this path through T3 up to Vs upon 2. So here V is connected to plus supply and O is connected to negative supply. So pole voltage VVO will be equal to positive, that is Vs upon 2. Output voltage VAB will be equal to how much? It will be minus Vs upon 2 minus Vs upon 2. It will be equal to minus Vs. Okay, so this is the control scheme. So you can see here that the pole voltage will fluctuate between plus Vs2 minus Vs2, Vs upon 2, and output voltage will fluctuate between plus Vs and minus Vs. So see here, according to control scheme, you can see here, this is the carrier signal or carrier wave, and this is the sinusoidal wave, which is the reference signal. So according to condition, you can see here from this point to this point, you can see the amplitude of carrier signal is greater than the reference signal. It means in that condition T1 and T2 will not conduct. Okay, now T1 and T2 will conduct when the carrier signal will be less than reference signal. So between this point the carrier signal amplitude is less than the reference signal. So here we will get the pole voltage. This is VAO and this is VBO. So here T1 and T2 are conducts. So when T1 and T2 are conduct, this voltage will be plus Vs upon 2. Again, between this point and this point we are getting the Vc is less than Vr. So between these points again T1 and T2 conducts. Okay. In that case also T1 and T2 conducts, and here T1 and T2 conducts. So in that way we are getting these pulses of pole voltage VAO. Similarly, at the same time when T1 and T2 conduct, the pole voltage of pole B will be minus Vs upon 2. So it will be minus Vs upon 2. When T1 and T2 conducts, the pole voltage are opposite. The pole voltage of pole A is Vs upon 2 and of pole voltage VBO will be minus Vs upon 2. So when this is Vs upon 2, this is minus Vs upon 2. Again this is Vs upon 2, it is minus Vs upon 2, and so on. Okay. Now in the next you can see here between these 2 points, you can see between these 2 points from here to here the negative amplitude of carrier signal is greater than the reference signal. That's why T1 and T3 and T4 will not conduct. But from this point to this point, the amplitude of carrier signal, negative amplitude of carrier signal is less than, that is the with the reference signal. So between these 2 points the switches T3 and T4 will conduct. Similar case is here, T3 and T4 will conduct. This is T3 and T4 will conduct, and T3 and T4 will conduct. When T3 and T4 conducts, you can see that the pole voltage of A is equal to minus Vs upon 2. So this is minus Vs upon 2. Similarly, this is minus Vs upon 2, this is minus Vs upon 2, and this is minus Vs upon 2. But at the same time, the pole voltage of pole B is plus Vs upon 2. So here this is plus Vs upon 2, this is plus Vs upon 2 and so on. ठीक है. Now finally we have to find the value of output voltage. So when T1 and T2 conducts, in that case we are getting the output voltage as Vs. So when T1 and T2 conducts, so output voltage will be equal to plus Vs. This is plus Vs. Here this is plus Vs, this is plus Vs and this is plus Vs. When T3 and T4 conducts, in that case we get the output voltage is minus Vs. That is minus Vs and minus Vs. Okay. So in that way we follow the control scheme that is obtained with the help of a comparator. So you can see here we are getting the pulses in the output voltage waveform. This is pi and this is 2 pi. Okay. This is 0. But you can see here the pulse width is not same. Okay. Here because it is sinusoidal PWM technique, that's why the width of each pulse will not be equal. Here the width of each pulse will be unequal. You can see here at this point the width is 0, that's why the value of signal will be 0. Here this is some width, so this is point, this point represents the amplitude. Now the width of this pulse has been increased in comparison to this. इसका मतलब अगर इसकी width आपकी increase होगी तो इसका area increase हुआ, और अगर area increase हुआ तो इसका amplitude भी क्या होगा आपका increase कर जाएगा. यहाँ फिर आपकी width कम होगी तो इसका मतलब amplitude क्या हो गया आपका कम हो गया. यहाँ आपकी और कम हो गई तो यहाँ आपका और कम हो गया, और फाइनली यहाँ क्या हो गई आपकी 0 आ गई. तो इस तरह से आपको ये सिग्नल मिलेगा लाइक दैट. सॉरी, इसको थोड़ा ऊपर कर लेते हैं. इस तरह से आपको सिग्नल मिलेगा एक साइनसोइडल सिग्नल. सिमिलरली यहाँ विड्थ आपकी कम है, यहाँ विड्थ आपकी बढ़ जाएगी तो पीक एम्पलीट्यूड मिलेगा, यहाँ बढ़ जाएगी, फिर यहाँ आपकी कम हो जाएगी, क्योंकि ये एम्पलीट्यूड किस पर डिपेंड करता है, विड्थ पर. एग्जैक्टली तो नहीं ड्रा कर सकते हैं. तो यहाँ पर ये जो आएगी आपकी इस तरह की पल्स आएगी. तो इस टेक्निक को हम बोलते हैं पल्स विड्थ मॉड्यूलेशन टेक्निक. ठीक है. यहाँ पर इसकी विड्थ कम थी तो एम्पलीट्यूड कम है, विड्थ बढ़ी तो एम्पलीट्यूड आपका बढ़ जाएगा, कम होगी तो विड्थ एम्पलीट्यूड कम हो जाएगा, और विड्थ कम होगी तो एम्पलीट्यूड आपका और कम हो जाएगा. ठीक है. सो इन दैट वे वी हैव ऑब्टेन्ड द आउटपुट वेवफॉर्म. ओके. नाउ the number of pulses in each half cycle, that is n is equal to, so हमने फॉर्मूला पढ़ा था fc upon 2fr. in multiple pulse width modulation we have obtained the number of pulses in each half cycle, that is equal to carrier frequency upon 2 times of reference frequency. But see here, you can see here that in that case, that is in sinusoidal pulse width modulation, we have, this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have 5 pulse of carrier signal, but we are getting 4 pulse, 1, 2, 3, 4 pulse of output voltage. Okay. इसका मतलब sinusoidal pulse width modulation में हमें जो output pulse मिलती हैं, they are less by 1 with carrier signal pulse. ठीक है. सो यहाँ पर अब n की वैल्यू क्या हो जाएगी आपकी, n इज इक्वल टू हो जाएगी fc अपॉन 2fr माइनस 1. तो कीप इन माइंड इन मल्टीपल पल्स विड्थ मॉड्यूलेशन जितनी आपकी कैरियर की पल्स थी उतनी ही आपको आउटपुट में पल्स मिल रही थी. बट यहाँ पर साइनसॉइडल पल्स विड्थ मॉड्यूलेशन में आप देख सकते हो कि कैरियर की कितनी पल्स हैं आपके पास, 5 है, जबकि आपको आउटपुट वोल्टेज की कितनी पल्स मिल रही है, 4 मिल रही है. सो नाउ n की जो वैल्यू होगी दैट इज fc अपॉन 2fr माइनस 1. ठीक है. उसके बाद हम देखते हैं मॉड्यूलेशन इंडेक्स. सो मॉड्यूलेशन इंडेक्स डिफाइन किया था हमने पहले भी. तो मॉड्यूलेशन इंडेक्स ma इज इक्वल टू दैट इज एम्पलीट्यूड ऑफ रेफरेंस सिग्नल, दैट इज vr अपॉन amplitude of carrier signal. This is modulation index. ठीक है. नाउ वी हैव टू डिटरमाइन द वैल्यू ऑफ RMS वैल्यू ऑफ आउटपुट वोल्टेज. सो RMS वैल्यू ऑफ आउटपुट वोल्टेज, सी है आउटपुट वोल्टेज. ठीक है. तो आप देख रहे हो कि एक हाफ साइकिल में कितनी पल्स मिल रही है आपको, n पल्स मिल रही है. दूसरे हाफ साइकिल में कितनी मिल रही है आपको, n. तो टोटल पल्स कितनी होगी आपके पास, अगर मैं पूरे साइकिल की बात करता हूं तो 2n पल्स होगी. बट RMS वैल्यू जरूरी नहीं है कि आप पूरे साइकिल से ही निकाल लो, ओवर हाफ साइकिल भी आप RMS वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो. आप हाफ साइकिल की जो पल्स मिल रही है उनका आप स्क्वायर करिएगा. ठीक है. और हर पल्स का एरिया निकाल लीजिए, उन एरिया को आप जोड़ दीजिए कहां तक, पाई तक. उसका आप रूट निकाल लीजिए और पाई से डिवाइड कर दीजिए. ठीक है. लेकिन यहाँ पर प्रॉब्लम ये है कि यहाँ पर जो पल्स की विड्थ मिल रही है, यू कैन सी हियर, सपोज द पल्स विड्थ इज डेल्टा 1 एंड दिस पल्स विड्थ इज सपोज हाउ मच, दिस इज डेल्टा 2 एंड दिस इज सपोज डेल्टा 3 अप टू सपोज दिस इज डेल्टा n. कितनी पल्स मिल रही है हमें, n पल्स मिल रही है. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर चूंकि पल्सेस की विड्थ क्या है, डिफरेंट है, इसलिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, हर पल्स का एरिया अलग अलग निकालना पड़ेगा, फिर ऐड करना पड़ेगा. तो देखिएगा V नोड R कैसे निकालते हैं, दिस इज अंडर रूट ऑफ, रूट लेते हैं, इसका स्क्वायर करते हैं. तो जब आप इसका स्क्वायर करोगे, पहली पल्स की बात कर रहे हैं हम, तो दिस विल बी VS स्क्वायर, दिस विल बी VS स्क्वायर. इसकी विड्थ कितनी है, विड्थ है डेल्टा 1, सो इट विल बी डेल्टा 1 प्लस, अगर आप दूसरी पल्स की बात करते हैं तो इसका भी कितना हो जाएगा, VS स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. इसकी पल्स विड्थ कितनी हो जाएगी, डेल्टा 2 प्लस अप टू कहां तक कर सकते हैं, दिस इज VS स्क्वायर इंटू डेल्टा n, क्योंकि हाफ साइकिल में कितनी पल्स है आपके पास, n पल्स है. और इसका एवरेज निकालने के लिए हाफ साइकिल की ड्यूरेशन कितनी है आपकी, पाई है, तो आप पाई से इसको डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. सो V नोड R कैन बी रिटन एज VS अंडर रूट डेल्टा 1 प्लस डेल्टा 2 प्लस डेल्टा 3 प्लस अप टू दिस इज डेल्टा n डिवाइडेड बाय पाई. ओके. एंड वी कैन फाइनली राइट दैट V node R is equal to VS under root, this is summation I is equal to 1 to n and this is delta I divided by pi. Okay. So in that way we can write the expression for output voltage RMS value. ठीक है. Now here we are not driving and we are not discussing the Fourier series analysis of sinusoid. ठीक है. So here you have to keep in mind the one important formula, that is the peak value of fundamental voltage. ठीक है. Because there is a very long analysis of Fourier series in sinusoidal pulse width modulation, so we are not going in depth, but in most of the cases the problem has been asked on peak value of fundamental voltage. So keep in mind, use this formula. ठीक है. So इस फॉर्मूले का यूज करके आप पीक वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो. देखिएगा जो V नोड 1 पीक वैल्यू ऑफ फंडामेंटल वोल्टेज इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू सप्लाई वोल्टेज, दैट इज VS. किस पर डिपेंड करती है, सप्लाई वोल्टेज पर डिपेंड करती है, दैट इज VS पर. ठीक है. और इसको हम लिख सकते हैं V नोड 1 ऑफ पीक इज इक्वल टू modulation index MA times of VS. Okay. So this is the result of full bridge inverter. ये रिजल्ट किसका है, कहाँ यूज करना है आपको, जब फुल ब्रिज इन्वर्टर की बात कर रहा है. सो दिस इज द केस ऑफ फुल ब्रिज इन्वर्टर. Dear student, that is important formula because in GATE and ES exam many times it has been asked that the peak value of fundamental voltage in sinusoidal pulse width modulation technique. So you have to keep in mind this formula, that is nothing but if it is a full bridge inverter, then the peak value of fundamental voltage will be equal to Vs multiplied by the modulation index. Okay. Now V node 1 peak in case of that will be MA Vs upon 2. So this formula will be applicable for half bridge inverter. Okay, so these two formulas are very important. Okay, so here up to this lecture we have covered three technique of pulse width modulation. First technique is the single pulse width modulation technique, second is the multiple pulse width modulation technique, and this is third technique, that is important, sinusoidal pulse width modulation technique. Generally sinusoidal pulse width modulation technique is used because you can see here that the frequency of output voltage is very high. Okay, and when the frequency is increased, then the harmonic content in the output voltage waveform has been reduced, and when the harmonic contents are reduced, it means the total harmonic distortion, that is THD, is improved, that is content of harmonics has reduced. So this method is most important. Okay, तो डियर स्टूडेंट, इस लेक्चर में इतना ही. अगर आपकी कोई प्रॉब्लम है, कोई क्वेरी है, तो आप मुझे कमेंट बॉक्स में भेज सकते हैं. I will try to solve that. So thank you for watching the video, and I request again to subscribe the channel, share and like the video. Thank you.